Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Regarding Islamic worship rituals, the misconception I'd like to bring into discussion today relates to the Qasr prayer, which of course means the shortened prayer. We know that our religion has given us this relief that when you're on a journey, where we are traveling, then we can shorten our prayers. However, the problem here is, and the misconception of course has arisen because of that problem, is that what exactly is the distance after which a traveler can shorten his prayers, and for how long can he shorten his prayers if he is staying at some destination. Now, there are different opinions in this regard. Thus, for example, we find the jurists of the Hanafite jurists, Imam Abu Hanifa in particular, saying that 15 days is the time period beyond which a person cannot say these Qasr prayers. He must say the full prayer. Similarly, the Malikites and the Shafi'ites say that this period is 4 days, 4 full days, after which a person must offer the full prayer. At the same time, the distance also is different, reported by different jurists. Thus, for example, we have various distances from 3 to 48 miles between which this Qasr prayer can be offered. And as one can gather, this difference of opinion, both in the extent of the stay as well as the distance, is probably because of the fact that the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ was observed to have shortened his prayer in different journeys to different extents, in different distances and different times in which he spent in that place. Now, the reason for this difference of opinion is that people have perhaps failed to realize that in this regard, it is not the distance or the extent of stay that counts. It is actually the state of discomfort and the state of being in a journey in which a person is, of course, he's in a certain amount of discomfort, he's in a certain amount of, even in a certain amount of fear, that he's not settled in his life routine. That makes him entitled to the fact that he can shorten his prayer. So primarily, when Prophet Muhammad ﷺ is reported to have shortened his prayers for different distances and for different spans of time, it was because that this discomfort was different in different journeys. Hence, the thing or the lesson that we can learn from this, or the message that we engage from this, is that it is not the distance or the span which has been prescribed by religion. It is actually the guidance which has been given is that as long as a person is in this state of discomfort and unease, he can shorten his prayers. It does not matter whether this occurs after 3 miles or 9 miles or 10 miles. The distance is immaterial. Similarly, the span in which he's staying in a journey is also immaterial. The thing that counts is that unease and in the discomfort that he's in. As long as he in that discomfort and that state of uneasiness, he can shorten his prayers. So this is what the basic guidance that we can find from the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ's own practice. And therefore, we must not insist on a particular distance, and we must not also insist on a particular span in which we stay at a destination. Also, if this is the right approach, then we must also conclude that this can vary from person to person and also from journey to journey. Thus, for example, there could be journeys in which a person does not feel discomfort at all, so he should not shorten his prayers. Similarly, there could be journeys in which he feels a lot of discomfort even if a lot of time has passed. Similarly, there could be very short distances after which he starts to feel discomfort. So, or vice versa. So, as I said earlier on, the primary thing that needs to be understood here is that as long as a person feels this uneasiness, this discomfort of a journey, he is allowed to shorten his prayers. In this regard, it is needless and not the right approach if we insist on a certain span of a journey in which we stay at a place. Similarly, it's not correct to insist that after such and such a distance, we must at all cost shorten our prayers. As I said earlier on, I'm going to repeat here, the primary thing here is that state of uneasiness and discomfort. As long as it remains, a person can offer the Qasr prayer, and as soon as that goes, he must offer the full prayer. أقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين والمسلمات.